Previously on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
It was all captured on Ring cameras inside of this Berkhamsted home. A black bear breaks into this house through a window screen and roams around for a bit.
You can see him going from room to room, so like as comfortable as I am in my house.
Here you could see the bear entering the kitchen, opening up the freezer, grabbing lasagna, and then ultimately leaving the house through the kitchen window. The tagged bear is then seen on an outside camera holding the lasagna and walking away on the deck.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight, Christina Aguilera, Al Michael, and music from Lil Yachty with Cleto and the Cleto. And now, Jimmy Kimmel!
Question for you. How many of you in our studio audience got outside on Saturday to look at the eclipse? Did you know there was an eclipse on Saturday morning? You did, all right. Did you wear the glasses? No protection. That's right, I figured that. On Saturday morning, I had a solar eclipse. It was visible from the western United States. This was the view from L.A. Did you see it, Guillermo?
I did not see it, Jimmy.
You didn't know? Did you know what was happening?
Yeah, I knew, but I fell asleep.
You did? You were sleeping?
Yeah.
This is what it looked like from Nevada. It's one fishing kid away from being the DreamWorks logo. It's the eclipse created a ring of fire in the sky over North, Central, and South America, which sadly no one saw because we were all at the movies watching Taylor Swift. This Taylor Swift concert movie made $93 million at the box office this weekend. It's the biggest concert movie of all time by far. We took our kids to see it yesterday. It was just crazy. I mean, this video is not from the show we were at. This tells you all you need to know about what was going on at this show. It was like an outpouring of emotion. The energy was somewhere between like the Wiggles and a drug-fueled rave. It was lots of teenage girls laying on the ground, taking videos of themselves, singing and crying along to the music. My kids were going nuts. They were all hopped up on Skittles. They were right in front of the screen dancing at the movies, which my 6-year-old was just randomly tackling people like it was a mosh pit. And now, I know now he's going to want to do that at every movie we go to see. This Taylor Swift, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this. Thank God she's peaceful, because she could easily kill us all if she wanted to. You know, we still don't have a Speaker of the House. The House is expected to vote on a Speaker tomorrow, but the guy they nominated is far from being a lock. The most recent nominee is Jim Jordan of Ohio, which is quite a choice. Jim Jordan has been in Congress for 16 years. He hasn't sponsored a single bill that passed. For real, 0 bills passed in 16. Even George Santos is like, you suck, man. Jim Jordan has a lot of strikes against him. He voted to overturn the results of the presidential election, so Democrats don't like him. He's been a hardcore Trumper, so a lot of moderate Republicans don't like him. But these Republicans are in a tough spot. I mean, either they cave to the extremists in their party who want to impeach Joe Biden and hand Ukraine over to Putin, or they work with the Democrats who want to fight climate change and give sick people health care. So it's a no-win situation, really. So now, it's a dilemma. I mean, they can't run the government without the Speaker, so I guess now what they're going to do is let the people decide.
The House is in chaos.
The House has been without a Speaker for almost 2 weeks.
Republicans are now scrambling to find a new leader.
It's time to let America decide. 12 costume candidates pleading their case. Matt Gaetz.
Why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Pete Buttigieg can take his electric vehicles and he and his husband can stay out of our girls' bathrooms.
Jim Jordan.
They canceled the host of The Bachelor. They canceled the star of Mandalorian. You see, last week they tried to cancel Kermit the Frog and Mr. Potato Head. You see that?
George Santos.
No, I was not a drag queen in Brazil, guys. I was young and I had fun at a festival. Sue me for having a life.
And a mystery guest straight from a D.C. court.
Crooked Joe Biden thinks he looks good in a bathing suit, right? I have a much better body than him.
This house is on fire. For one election no one can deny. Who will it be?
Rudy Giuliani!
miss the show, The Masked Speaker, followed by an all-new How I Met Mother.
Wednesday nights at 8 on Fox. The other drama in the House is the one starring a real-life cartoon character from Long Island, Representative George Santos, who, as you probably know, is facing 23 felony charges. For whatever reason, George was seen roaming the halls of Congress this weekend with a baby. Remember that scene in Titanic when Billy Zane starts grabbing random kids so he can get on the lifeboat? I mean, call me old-fashioned, but anything more than 20 felony charges, you don't get to hold my baby. I mean, a reporter asked Santos if it was his baby. He said, not yet, which make that 24 felony charges. And then while he had the baby in his hand, he got into it with a guy who confronted him about the terrorist attack on Israel and just lost his mind.
The fact that we have terrorist sympathizers in this building is unacceptable. They should not be allowed in here. What is happening in Israel is abhorrent. That's what it is. And the next time he tries to accost me with a child in my hand, I want him out of here. He's an animal. I am holding a child. He is a terrorist sympathizer.
You know, when he gets all fired up like that, it gives you a better understanding of how he was able to become a state volleyball champion at such a young age. You know? Furious George. One of the reasons Santos is so upset is because in the last quarter, his campaign raised minus $16,000. For real, they had to issue refunds totaling $17,000, and they only brought in $674, which is basically how Radio Shack wrapped it up. So carrying a baby around was a good diversion, but also, if our former president is to be believed, a very dangerous thing to do around Republicans.
But remember, Republicans eat their young. They really do. They eat their young. Terrible statement, but it's true.
It's true. The only reason he didn't eat Eric is because he was a Democrat back then. And a federal judge today issued a partial gag order on Trump in the case related to January 6th. The order prevents Trump from publicly targeting prosecutors, the judge's staff, or possible witnesses. Which, aren't we all possible witnesses? I mean, I don't know about you, I saw the whole thing happen. So Trump's lawyers said he had no intention of intimidating any witnesses or court staff, including the judge, Tanya Chutkin, the one who lives at 2747 Mapleview Lane, white Nissan Sentra parked outside. But even with this gag order, Trump's still allowed to disparage the Justice Department, President Biden, and other perceived enemies, as long as what he says doesn't directly reference his case, which that should be no problem. This is a man who chooses his words very carefully. And of course, they're already fundraising off this gag order. Team Trump sent an email to his supporters saying, today really isn't about gagging me. It's an attempt to gag the American people. No, it's you. It's we're still able to say pretty much anything we want. But ahead of the hearing last night, Trump took to Truth Social to post this vomit-filled word cloud. Here, tomorrow is a big day for democracy. A leaking, crooked, and deranged prosecutor, Jack Smith, who has a terrible record of failure, is asking a highly partisan Obama-appointed judge, Tanya Chutkin, who should recuse herself based on the horrible things she said to silence me through the use of a powerful gag order, making it impossible for me to criticize those who are doing the silencing, namely crooked Joe Biden and his corrupt and weaponized DOJ and FBI. They want to take away my First Amendment rights and my ability to both campaign and defend myself. In other words, they want to cheat and interfere in the 2024 presidential election. There you go. He's already challenging the outcome of the election that hasn't even happened yet. Nothing like this has ever happened in our country before. It is strictly banana republic kind of stuff. These political hacks and thugs are destroying our country. Let's see what happens on Monday in Judge Chutkin's courtroom. Will America survive or not? I'll be campaigning in the great state of Iowa, where I'm leading by 50 points. So now, unfortunately for Trump, with the gag order in place, his post now looks like this. Tomorrow is a big day for me. They want to take away my banana. And you can't do that. Although, just to clarify, Stormy Daniels said it was more like a baby carrot than a banana. Trump weighed in on the gag order while on the campaign trail in Iowa.
But what they don't understand is that I am willing to go to jail if that's what it takes for our country to win and become a democracy again.
Oh, yeah, we understand that. That actually is the plan. You go to jail and the country becomes a democracy again. I'm glad we're finally on the same page. In baseball, the playoffs are underway. The Texas Rangers are playing the Houston Astros in the ALCS. The Phillies hosted the Diamondbacks tonight for Game 1 of the NLCS. The Phillies clinched their division on Thursday night, thanks in part to a stellar performance at the plate by right fielder Nick Castellanos.
Nick, nobody in Major League history has hit 2 home runs on back-to-back postseason games, but you just did, and you guys are headed to the NLCS.
Where's the question in that?
There's no question.
Thank you for telling me.
That's a thank you and an F you, all wrapped up into one. Nick was not finished here. He made an equally sunny appearance a few minutes later on MLB Tonight.
I don't know why you in Philadelphia works. It's the best fit. Would you agree with me?
You're asking me?
Yeah, you in Philly is the best fit. Nick Castellanos always needed to play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Am I on to something?
I mean, yeah, I with Philly.
That means he likes it. That means he enjoys being part of the community in Philadelphia. So the Phillies are back in the National League playoffs. You know what else is back? COVID is back. So many people aren't bothering to get the new booster shot, even though a lot of people are testing positive. And it seems like we have a wave of COVID now to partner up with the flu every fall, which is a dangerous combination. So we put our man on the street out onto Hollywood Blvd to spread the bad word in a special medical edition of Breaking the News.
Breaking the news! COVID edition!
Sing a song of sickness? Why, many are saying the leading spreader of COVID is karaoke microphones. What's your karaoke jam?
I Will Always Love You.
Yeah. And why do you think microphones are such a dangerous spreader of COVID?
Because all the bacteria goes on the microphone.
Tonight.
Let me take a picture for you guys. Why letting someone touch your phone is a recipe for COVID. French people.
Secret Blue.
How to keep your family safe on vacation from COVID. Say hello to our newest friend, Coco, the COVID kangaroo. Now a little cartoon's gonna come jumping in. Look at the cartoon kangaroo. He's jumping on your head. He jumps around around the side. Then he jumps out in the street. He gets hit by a tour bus. He's back on the sidewalk. Oh, he's all messed up and bloody. Hold that for me. I'll pick up a shotgun and put Coco out of his misery. Boom! All that and sports after the break. Bye-bye, Coco.
Bye, Coco.
Tragic.
Sure, they save lives, but what do all the used syringes from the boosters do to the environment? My special report tonight.
Hard-hitting news.
We're here with Bellatrix Lestrange talking about COVID. How are you staying protected?
I get vaccinated and I get boosted.
Thank you.
And I'm actually Lilith Lux Granny. I'm a porn star. That's my proper title.
Oh, good Lord. I think I just got something.
It takes all kinds.
Say hello to Brisbee, the newest breed of dog trained to sniff out COVID and kill on sight.
That's rough.
COVID cases continue to spike in the Southland, and we scoop up some sweet treats at Hollywood's hottest new ice cream parlor. I can't taste this at all. I can't try that. Taste it? I don't know why I can't taste anything. You want to hear that? How about you? Want to hear that? Tonight, why eating other people's ice cream is the quickest way to COVID.
And this.
You should get. Sure, let's take a picture. Oh, let's do this quick because I am sweating like crazy. Oh. Okay. Let's get really close for this picture. I'm dying. I'm just.
Thank you
Do you
so
need 2
much.
kisses or 3 kisses in your country? Mwah, mwah, mwah. How do you say in your language, I have COVID?
I have COVID.
No, I have COVID.
I have COVID.
No, I have COVID.
And also this.
So what have we learned? That COVID is definitely here to stay, and that this reporter should have called in sick. Get a mask, dude. Back to you, Jim.